What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Private Hire Mike. I know it's been a while. I haven't posted on YouTube for several months, so I've left you guys in the lurch. So all I can do is just apologize for that. I have been putting out stuff on TikTok, some videos, some short form content. Been wanting to get back onto the YouTube stuff, but I've just been so busy with live stuff, just many different things, and I wanted to start with the YouTube thing consistently, so I'm going to try again. And yeah, today is going to be a shift video. So today we are going to be working on Uber Exec, on Uber Comfort, and I'm going to start off my shift in my local area as I always do, which is in Croydon. But what I do is I'll make my way towards central London, because to be honest with you, that's where most of the Exec Comfort work is. So I've got my app on, as you can see here, and we are on, just to show you, £12.15, and that's just basically holiday pay. And then in terms of my options, I have Business Comfort, Comfort and Uber Exec. Now sometimes to get into central London I might turn on Uber X Priority or Uber X Pool, but today I'm just going to leave it off. I'm going to just take a slow drive towards central London, and I normally get something when I get to around the Vauxhall area or the Victoria area, but I'm mainly heading towards the area of Mayfair, Knightsbridge, those kind of central London areas in Westminster. That's normally where I start off my shift. Anyway, enough with the waffle, guys. I am still basically in the BMW 5 Series, as you can see. Now, it is telling me about tyre pressure monitor. I don't know why that is. I had something weird happen with my tyre yesterday where it went completely flat. Took it to the shop, and they said it was completely fine. They even put it in the water to check if there was any leakages or any punctures. There was nothing there, so I don't know what happened there. But anyway, guys, let's see what we can earn today on this Uber Exec shift. It is 6:21. It's the evening time. This is normally the time that I start as well, by the way. So yeah, let's see how we get on. It's very hot today though, by the way. It is absolutely scorching hot. It's 30 degrees right now, it's telling me on my vehicle. I don't know how true that is, but it's very hot. It's definitely t-shirt and short weather. I do not waste much of my time, guys, just sitting around in the local area, because it's really not worth sitting around in your local area. If you're doing executive, you want to head out towards the central part of London. Now for me, the issue is that central London is almost an hour away from me, so I'm almost having to drive into work. Obviously I've got my app on. If I get something on the way, then happy days. If I don't, then there's not much I do about that. It's just some days I get it and some days I don't. And if I get it, then I'm happy. If I don't get it, then like I say, I don't get too disheartened by it.
Head to your drop-off at Qatar Airways.
4. Let's see what the Google Map says. Hopefully this is going to... Okay, it's not too bad. 50.
It looks pretty clear, but you never know, right?
So they've got access to all drivers at one given time, whereas as a driver you've only got access
totally. They've got all the data.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So
and they've got all the historical data. They've actually got all the behavior data too, right? Like how long it takes you to click on a thing on average versus your friend and your colleague, like whatever, right?
Yeah, whether you like that kind of job.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's true. And they use that data to manipulate you, and also for the customers, because we've seen as well that they charge one rider a different price to the other as well. So for example, you might be going to Terminal 4, and your colleague might be going, well, let's just say you both get into a different car, well, you'll both pay a different price as well. Went to that corporate level, they really started to squeeze the drivers. Once it went public and that, and you just shareholders involved and CEOs and all sorts of stuff. It's just happened to all the companies actually at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure.
Okie dokie, guys, so I've just done my first job, which was a job from Victoria Doubletree Hilton to Heathrow Terminal 4. It was a nice gentleman. He was a business traveller, put on Business Exec, guy from Sydney, and we were chatting about Uber and yeah, it was a good journey. I mean, it took, to be fair, it took a little bit longer than what Uber stated. So Uber said that this job was going to take 41 minutes. It ended up taking me, I think, 50 minutes. I put the job up here, and they also paid me less money. So I'm a bit cheesed off actually with this job, for the other fact as well that when I went to the drop-off area, I didn't get any rematch. So essentially I'm coming back into London empty. I'm on the A30 at the moment. I'm just going to drive back into London. I no longer wait around at Heathrow Airport. Those days are gone of me going to like the waiting area and hoping that I'm going to get a job to, you know, somewhere else. What I do is I just drop off. If I don't get anything, I get out of there. I don't waste my time anymore. Back in the day I would have gone to the waiting area, waited around, but the thing is, you go into the waiting area at Heathrow Airport, a lot of the time there's like 200 drivers plus, especially at this time of day, and I just couldn't be bothered to just wait around. I want to keep the momentum going, so I've got all my options open at the moment. I've got UberX, because if I get anything that's going to take me back into town, I'll just take it. And yeah, I'll update you in a bit, guys. Alright guys, so the time now is 21:15. I am back in central London. I'm actually in Mayfair right now. So I'm on Berkeley Street. London looks busy, I'm not gonna lie. Knightsbridge driving through, that was looking busy. I had one exec request on my way back into London, central London, and it was those typical ones where it was literally off the main road, and as I passed it, that is when they sent it to me, and I literally couldn't turn around because I was on the A4 and the traffic was a bit heavy. I've come back from Heathrow Airport basically empty, which is a bit annoying because that job I only got, was it like £39 for it, plus £2 tip from the customer, which was good. But yeah, so the job took me an hour there, I came back an hour, so I kind of done 2 hours on that and got £40 or 42, which isn't the best, I'll be honest with you. So yeah, I'm gonna just drive around and see if I can trigger something now in this area. It feels like it's a little bit of the quiet period at the moment, so I'm just gonna hold out and see what I get. But yeah, at the moment I'll show you what I'm on in terms of the money. We are on £53.23, and that is just one trip plus my holiday pay for today, which was £12 and something. So yeah, I'll see what I get next, but at the moment that's the update. Right, so I didn't film this part in my shift, guys. I'm going to just quickly walk you through the other jobs that I did. So another job that I did after that was at around 21:39, and it was £14.55, and that was from Albemarle Street in Mayfair to Montpellier Square on SW7, just off Knightsbridge. Then the next job after that I did was a comfort job, and that was a £8.90 comfort job from Sloane Street in Kensington to Montaigne Close. Pronouncing that somewhat correctly, I don't even know, you could correct me if I'm wrong. Then the next one I did was an exec job, 1693, from Petty, France, and that was going to Belgrave Road. The next job I did was this comfort job, £22.98, from Dover Street, Mayfair to Soho Square, and then this happened at Soho Square. Okay, so the current situation, guys, is I am in Soho at the moment. I've not really been able to film much this evening because it's been very busy, so do excuse me for that. Now, at the moment I am in the area of Soho, and I've just been sent a SW20 job for £53. So I'm just waiting on my rider, but to be honest with you, that right now they're just nowhere to be seen. So if they take too long, I might just use this opportunity to cancel this ride, because it is very busy and I reckon I could probably make more money by just staying in town. But I will give them the benefit of the doubt. At the moment as well, I am on £116.49. If they don't come within the next hour, sorry, if they don't come within the next minute or two, I'll just take it that it's probably a better sign for me just to stay in central London and just maybe ride it out until midnight and then look for something going home. Well, as you can see, guys, it has gone on to waiting time now and I'm eligible for cancellation. No, this isn't going through. I'm gonna have to cancel this job, guys, which is a shame because this definitely would have taken me back home. but the guy's not turned up, so it's basically wasted my time. Obviously I've got a cancellation fee. Let me just double check if I did get my cancellation fee. If I didn't, I'm going to be so pissed off. I mean, there's so many jobs coming in right now, guys, but that job was taking me home, which is annoying because it got cancelled on my part. Obviously the customer never turned up. But yeah, it's so busy right now anyway, guys. I'm in Soho, so I'm just going to wait around and see what I get. I'll hopefully get another one going south. I mean, I'm on now £125, so anything £50 and above, you know, I'll be happy with that, because I'll finish on around 170, 180, which isn't bad considering I've only been out since got into central London at around 7:30, so it's not too bad. It's very busy though, very, very busy. I think there's a lot of tourists here, a lot of American people. There's quite a lot of events going on, so yeah, plenty jobs are in abundance. It's just picking the right ones. And normally when I get to a certain amount, I'll look for something going home, or just keep it very local, so like 1.5 mile trips. Okay, here we go. SM6. You know what, this literally takes me to my house. Oh damn, should I take it or should I wait for it to go up? I've just let it go. Maybe I should have taken that job, guys. That would have literally taken me home, but I think I'm going to hold out. I'm going to gamble, guys. I am going to gamble it. I feel like gambling it. There you go. There's one to SW13, which is, I think that's Barnes, isn't it? Yeah. Very busy right now. Loads of requests coming in, guys, so I'll let you know what I get. Just waiting around though sometimes for that job to take you home. It's a bit nerve-wracking, isn't it? Because you're thinking like, do I accept that? Do I not accept that? Anything going south, like I said, with the right price, I'll take it. That'll take me home. So yeah, SE13, not bad. Plenty of exec jobs coming in on Soho, so yeah, I'll keep you posted, guys. Okay dokie, guys, so I'm on £172 and the time is 25 past midnight, and yeah, I think I'm gonna conclude my shift here. So the guy that I showed you last time, the one that was going to SW20, they never turned up in the end. And the funny thing is, after doing that job, I would have been on about £170, which was what I'm on now. So instead, after that job, I got a job from Soho to like the Bond Street area. I done that job and I got paid like £20 for that, and dropped that off. I was on 145. Then I made my way to Mayfair St James, and I basically got this job. So yeah, that's pretty much the night done. I could obviously go back into central London now and maybe make a bit of more money, but where I'm at right now, kind of close to home, so I am gonna call it a night. Now that was my total amount for the night. I will put it just there. I think it's around £172, and my first job was around 7 o'clock, I think. That's something else I'll check, but yeah, so pretty good. Could I have earned a bit more money? Yes. Where did I kind of go wrong on this shift? I think the job to Heathrow, if I had a rematch back into London for maybe like £30, that would have maybe brought me to 200. But then again, events can change, and in this job, what you have to realize is that like you can never really quite predict how things are going to go. Like sometimes a small job will lead to a big job, and vice versa. You know, you just never know like where you'll end up, because sometimes you'll do a job, for example, which is like not the best, and then on the other end you get another job which is really good. But that was the shift, guys. That was the exec shift on a Wednesday. Guys, drop me a comment. Like I said at the start of the video, apologies for not uploading for a little while. I've been a little bit busy. If you want to see more content like this, drop me a comment, leave me a like, and if you're not a subscriber, consider doing that, and I'll see you in another video from myself, Private Hire Mike. Take care, guys.